Okay, I will share with you the wisdom, the revelation regarding your guardian angel. Your guardian angel wants you to think of Jesus when it appears to you in physical form. Your guardian angel doesn't want you to think of the angel. It wants you to think of Jesus, God. It wants you to think of God. Now, if a guardian angel appeared to you and it does not want you to think of Jesus, and that guardian angel wants you to think of that guardian angel, that is an angel of darkness in the form of light. That is a wolf in sheep clothing. That is what you call it? That is a that is a demon in the appearance of a good angel. So if you ever see your guardian angel, you'll know they're your guardian angel, because you can't think of an evil thought. You can't think of an evil thought when you see your guardian angel. It only wants you to think of one thought and one thought alone, which is Jesus. Guardian angel cannot go into your mind. They cannot invade your thoughts. They cannot control your mind. They cannot read your thoughts. And that same goes for demons. They cannot read your mind. They cannot invade your thoughts, but they can send suggestions into your mind, like as if the suggestions are like similar to someone whispering into your ear. So if you see a guardian angel, it wants you to think of Jesus, not of the angels themselves. And when you see an angel, a good angel, you can't think of an evil thought. And what does your guardian angel look like? They look like you. Your guardian angel is a complete mirror image of you, because when God created your guardian angel, He made your guardian angel to be about you, and your guardian angel can become any age that you once were, but your guardian angel cannot become above the age of 33, because your guardian angel is matching with Jesus' age, because Jesus was 33 years old when he died and resurrected. That is the oldest age in heaven. So let's say if you die at 100 years old and you go to heaven, when you go to heaven, you will not be 100 years old. You will be 33, the same age that Jesus was when he died, when he resurrected. And if you die at the age of 16, when you go to heaven, you will remain 16 forever in heaven. If you died at the age of 8 years old, you will be 8 years old forever in heaven if you go there. And another thing about your guardian angel is that you do not name your guardian angel. I know a lot of you Christians, even Catholics, you said you name your guardian angel a name. You're not supposed to name your guardian angel. Your guardian angel is under God's authority. God has authority over your guardian angel. Your guardian angel does what God commands it to do, which is to protect you and guide you and lead you to Jesus. So you're not supposed to name your guardian angel. Naming your guardian angel is like treating them like a pet. You don't treat your guardian angel like a pet. They're a complete mirror image of you. They look just like you. If you saw your guardian angel right now, it's like you're looking at a mirror. Your guardian angel is a complete mirror image of you. They look like you. When you see them, it's like you are like looking at a mirror, seeing another version of yourself, And like I said, your guardian angel is a complete mirror image of you. And when God created your guardian angel, He created your guardian angel at the moment of conception in your mother's womb. So when your guardian angel was created by God, He made your guardian angel to be linked to your soul, linked to your body. They're forever linked to you. Because when you die, your guardian angel acts as a lawyer to defend you from God's judgment. Your guardian angel will defend you before God's judgment, and your guardian angel will press upon on God all the good deeds you did. That's why there's a saying, the greatest lawyer in the world is your guardian angel. That's a saying, that the greatest lawyer ever is your guardian angel, because they defend you from God, and they convince God that you're a good person, that you deserve heaven. Thank you for watching.